Hello and welcome to Conversations with Jolene. I am so excited to bring to you my presentation on food as medicine. Now, this is something that's very dear to my heart. When I learned what I'm going to teach you now, it was my greatest ever aha moment. It completely aligned me with nature and really made me understand that the body really can heal itself. If you give it all the tools that it needs for nourishment, you can certainly heal yourself of anything. So the doctrine of signatures is what I heard about, and it was from a man named Don Tolman, and I'll never forget it. It was back in 2006, so I can even remember the year. That's how important it was for me in my life. And he spoke about the doctrine of signatures or God's pharmacy or the law of similars. And it basically states that every whole food has a pattern that resembles a particular body or organ or physiological function, and that pattern acts as a sign or a signal as to the benefit of the food. So this also applies to all the herbs and plants as well. So, the herbalists and the homeopaths and all that, that's what they study. They learn all about the different kinds of plants and how they can heal the body. So the whole foods are the same. So basically, that law states that it's sort of like attracts like. So the carrot looks like the eye and it's foods for the eye. It's even the same shape as the eye. So if you look at the carrot there, you can see the iris and the radiating lines. The avocado takes 9 months to grow. So like the baby in the womb, 9 months to grow. So isn't that just incredible? And we know that avocados are one of the best foods that a pregnant woman can eat. And as well as that, it's one of the best foods you can feed your baby. And it should be one of the first foods. Full of omegas, full of vitamins and minerals. Beautiful, beautiful food for a baby. Then we've got the walnut. So the walnut's got that hard outer shell, just like the skull. And then inside that is the brain. So you can see there, it's even got all the same little wiggles and lines and everything on it like the brain. So the walnut is food for the brain. In fact, all nuts and seeds are food for the brain. Then we've got celery. Celery is food for the bones. Looks like a bone, snaps like a bone. It's even got some of the same makeup and minerals as the bones. Tomatoes, 4 chambers like the heart. Tomatoes are pure heart food. What else have we got here? The kidney beans. So the kidney beans are shaped like a kidney. They're food for the kidney, and as the name suggests, kidney. Rhubarb looks like a bone, snaps like a bone, same as the celery. It's food for the bones. Citrus fruits. So citrus fruits, they look like the mammary glands of the female, and they actually assist the health of the breast and the movement of the lymph in and out of the breast. So we've got a lot of lymph nodes around under our breast, also in our groin, up under our armpits, in our neck. So eating those citrus fruits when they're in season is one of the best ways that you can support your immune system as well as all your lymph as well, and getting that lymph just moving. So isn't it just amazing that nature really has got you covered? So if you make a conscious effort to eat the rainbow and eat a variety of colour, you can be sure that you're going to get all the vitamins and minerals that your body needs. So we've got sweet potatoes here. They look like the pancreas, and they actually balance the glycemic index as well. So they're one of the best foods you can eat. If you've got any sugar cravings, sweet potato is one of the best ways to combat that. Now, we know that certain foods help to boost your brain and your memory. So look at foods like the broccoli and the cauliflower. They're again foods for the brain, and have a look at how they grow in nature. So it is like the sort of brain, which is then wrapped in amongst all the leaves. So I just love broccoli and cauliflower. They are just pure brain food. Watermelon. So watermelon, and think of the word melon. So the brain was often called your melon. And the watermelon's got 93% water content, which is the same amount of water content that's in your brain. So your brain is floating around in this 93% water. So it's just incredible to me that nature really does understand all this. We were born in nature, designed in nature, and if we actually respect and connect to nature, we really have all the tools that we need in nature's garden. So look at ginger. So ginger is anti-inflammatory, and we also know that that's a really good food for the stomach. And if you have a look at ginger, it's shaped just like the stomach. Amazing food. So if you're feeling nauseous or if you get car sick or anything like that, ginger tea is beautiful. Apples. So there was that saying, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Now we know that that's true, and science has proven that. So apples are great for fiber, as well as they're a total, like a whole food complex. So there's nothing better than an apple every single day. So when I was studying food science, we learned about Hippocrates. So he was called the father of modern medicine. And he said, let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food. Now, this is something that everybody that studies health learns, and doctors. So, it's not like this is new information, but we're not actually really taught this. So that's why I'm bringing this to your attention, because it really does matter what you eat, and it's going to affect your health if you eat too much junk food and don't get enough fruits and vegetables. And we know that. And like, we've got a disease epidemic, not only going on in our country, but in many, many countries. And when you look at people's diets, you've only got to look at people's plates or their fork, what's on the end of their fork, and you can pretty much predict what kind of diseases they're going to get. So we do really need to tap into this information. And if you're not very good at it now, you can certainly get better. So just start to add in more fruits and veggies, and you've got to be conscious of it. So when you go shopping, you want to be thinking, okay, I need to buy something that's every color of the rainbow. So we've got 7 colors of the rainbow. We've got 7 days of the week. We've got 7 chakras. We've got 7 seas, 7 different kinds of seas, 7 different continents. Like, the number 7 is amazing. So just think all the colors. Look at this, the chakras. So this is an old, I think it was the Taoist that came up with the chakras. So depending on, where you're not feeling well. So say, for example, you had something going on with your colon or lower back pain. There's certain foods that you can eat which to help support you to feel better. So nutrition, the word nutrition means the process of light. So when you're eating something, you're either eating light or dark. So think whether you're eating an apple, that would be considered light, as opposed to eating a pizza, that would be considered dark. And if you think about the Chinese, they had that yin and yang, the female, the male, the light, the dark. So that's something else to consider there. So you want to make sure that you're getting the majority of light food, which is light enhancing, and they're going to make you feel better. They're going to make you vibrate higher, and you're so much healthier. Nature's got it all there for you. All you need to do is just start eating it. So the food you eat can either be the safest and most powerful form of medicine, or poison. So you really are what you eat. What we want to be aiming to eat, guys, is around 80% plant-based food and 20% little bit of meat, little bit of processed food. But we want to be having about 2 cups of vegetables a day, and that's just for disease prevention. Now, that's actually quite a challenge to do that. But if you just build up on this in time, you'll actually find that it gets easier and easier. And what happens is, if you haven't been eating enough vegetables, you don't start to crave it because you're missing the nutrition. But once you start adding that nutrition back in, you will find that you start to actually crave those foods. Like, I've just spent a couple of weeks in Brisbane and I wasn't eating my normal organic diet. I just could not wait to get home and just cook some beautiful food and have some lovely salads and some lovely veggies. So you do actually get to the point, once you start eating it, that you will miss it and you will notice it if you stop. So wishing you all the best in health, guys, and pass this information on. It's really important. Everybody needs to know this, and we really need to get into nature and start eating these natural foods from God's table. Thank you.